we all know there's a climate emergency, and that this is caused by politicians reacting too slow on a yearly basis to bring in changes that they themselves promised in 2015. They promised a 2 degree or 1.5 degree trajectory, which has totally been ignored for a 3 degree trajectory. If you believe Promised Land, it's 2.7, maybe 2.9. It depends on how you read the information. But the point is this: we are way over what we should be, and what that means is that come next century, late into next century, about 900 million people will be dead because of climate change, more or less starved to death. It's despicable facts of the economic way and the economic democracy. What can be done? Well, I don't think the protest movements can change the lackluster reaction of the media. Certainly the imagination of the public isn't been met, that they put pressure on the politicians to make change. And if you carry on with protest as you are, as much as I respect you, you need something else. If not, you're just going to get the same result for another 5 years. And we don't have, as you know, another 5 years. If we don't act now, we lose the 1.5 target for certain, and the 2 degree target will slip away from us also. My protest method, or my idea, is not really just a protest, it's more a control mechanism. It's an attack on the economic system, the backbone of the economic system. It's something everyone can contribute to on a day-to-day basis. Minute here, minute there, and collectively will have a massive impact. So I'm going to tell you what the idea is. On your way to work, on your way to school, on your way to wherever. Rush hour times, stand in the road, stop the traffic for 1 minute. After the minute, move on, maybe find another spot, maybe go about your business. You might drive to work. You can stop the traffic by stopping the car. On a motorway, dual carriageway, you can slow down. Don't have to slow down much before there's a heavy tailback, believe me. And this would cause a mass disruption, mass attention, and half the planet would hate us. The other half would say, do you know what, they're right. You're worried about getting to work or getting to wherever you're going, and we're worried about 1 billion people's lives. We're not entitled to negotiate for another year with people who quite blatantly are quite happy to kill that amount of people just so that they can keep to an economic trajectory which was democratically decided we shouldn't stick to. That's the whole point of climate change. That's what climate change is about. It's about changing to a trajectory that is in keeping with morality, spirituality, what we believe as people. Protection of the planet, protection of human lives. So that's been lost. I think from November the 1st, anyone with any feeling for climate justice should take part in this across the planet, try and bring the planet to its knees. So is it in keeping with a climate emergency? I think it is. But the beauty of it is, it can't be police, and this is what's clever about the idea. When they get to the protest scene, the protester has moved on. The other thing is this: most car drivers you stop, not going to report it in that minute anyway. Let us suppose you was arrested. Firstly, they've got to prove the case. I would say prove the case. They've got to take it to trial, they'll probably drop it. But let's suppose they proved the case. It's a fine. It's a minor fine because it's a minor form of protest. For a single person to decide randomly where they're going to go and stop some traffic, that is just a very, very mild form of protest. But it's the overall effect that's colossal. You have to remember, especially if you're a protester, democracy was forged based upon people who gave blood, people who fought for our rights, people who fought for parliaments and police forces and laws that protect human beings. If not, you go to dictatorships where there's no free media, no parliament, And people can get hurt for protesting because they never fought well enough for their democracy, as you might see in places like Afghanistan. It's just a different setup, and they don't believe in doing things the way the democratic system is run. But we, however, have fought for democracy, and we have lost lives over hundreds of years. And it's not just in Great Britain, it's in many, many countries across the earth. So, remember that. And remember, this is now a climate war, a climate fight. This is a climate emergency, and our reactions should fit that. No more negotiation with people who are absolutely pig ignorant to the cause of climate change. No more negotiation with people who are prepared to kill a billion people. So, think about what you're doing. Think about taking the system on. Stop the traffic. Start a revolution.